everyone, welcome back to my channel Sandy Star Tarot, and this is September tarot reading for the signs, for the fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, and as well as Aries. So today in this month I'm going to do things a little bit differently, and I try to categorize the signs in 4 groups: fire sign, water sign, earth sign, and air sign. So this is the video for the fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And so I do use tarot cards, but because I'm developed this new method, the new formula for me to combine the elements, and I would like to try and see how it goes, and I just would like to keep the formula to myself. So pardon me if I'm not showing you the cards. And for September, I feel that the signs, the fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, things are going in balance, and you are feeling everything is going neat, and very systematic, as well as organized, and you feel a sense of balance. Maybe in the past you feel like some kind of emotional upset going on in August or in the past few months, but then in this month I feel like this is really balanced month. You feel emotionally, mentally balanced. Alright, so what I'm seeing here is that maybe some of you will get 2 titles, 2 job offers from a very systematic organization. Okay, so this organization is well known in your area, it's well known in your work field. It's going to bring a certain name or certain abundance to you in terms of fame, in terms of the title. It kind of like elevates your status. It feels like a good news. Okay, good news coming your way, and maybe you got 2 job offers, and then you need to choose, and maybe 2 titles are going to given to you, 2 titles, or maybe you are going to be in a competitive position with another candidate. So either you get 2 titles, 2 job offers in this month from a very good organization, well-known organization, or they are going to choose one in 2. So I see that either you get 2 job offers, 2 titles from a particular organization, or from 2 different companies, or from one work field, or some of you enter a competition, and maybe your company has a vacancy to promote one member, one staff within your department, and then only one position, and then they select 2 candidates. All right, so it feels like, okay, if you are not given 2 titles or 2 positions, 2 offers to choose from, and then another situation is showing up like this: 1 offer, 1 vacancy, 1 job promotion, and then they choose 2 candidates. They choose 1 out of 2 candidates, and then trying to see how to compete between yourselves. Even though there's some kind of competition going on, and I feel like it's still very neat, very organized, or they're going to test you how you work neatly, systematically with your colleagues, with your other workers, with other people in your company. So maybe it's time for you to take the lead. Maybe it's managing position, because you are going to manage people. So they choose 2 candidates, and then they observe, they take notes, and they are going to give you some criteria to work with, and then they will see how you build up some teamwork. There's some kind of team building going on, and they will see how whether you are organized, whether you are systematic, whether you can really lead the team. They will see whether in this competition you still can really lead the group in a very tight form, work together and not lose form. Like sometimes, you know, in a competitive environment, when there's a competition, some people will just like in a chaos, they create chaos in a competitive environment. But then in this month, the company are going to see whether you can still lead the team in a very tight, really neat circle, not like going around like a chaos. So I feel like yes, even though it's a competitive environment, there's still some neatness to it. Very neat, very organized. It's like cooperate tightly or not loosely. So if you can pass this criteria, or if this criteria is hidden from you, so you pay attention to this, and then they will see that in a very competitive environment atmosphere, you still be able to lead the team systematically. You are still able to like cooperate with your competitor. They are going to like it, and then they choose you. They are going to promote you. Okay, and so what you are thinking is not about yourself, and what you're thinking is the team, work as a team, and then you see to work as a whole rather than as a singular entity. Then you are going to be successful. And also I see that you need to have a vision. Okay, as they are not only testing you about the neatness, systematic criteria, not just about organized things. You need to have vision. Or if some of you would like to work on some project or work on your life to be successful, or for fire sign in September, you need to have a vision. So people are going to see whether you have vision. So vision is very important. And then when you have vision, you start taking action. You plant this seed, and then yes, need to have a little bit of emotional input as well. Whether it's in a relationship, in a marriage, you need to run your home systematically sometimes, or sometimes couples need to work together to bring out systems, to bring out certain kind of routine, certain kind of like scheduling things. This also ring true to a family situation, not in a company, not just in a corporate world, but in individual home, in a home environment, in a family environment as well, right? So system or organize, and then vision. What do you want to do in a weekend? Okay, what kind of entertainment, or what kind of things that you can do together as a couple. So you need to have a vision, and then bring it out to your partner as well. So I also see that there's something like going on, like maybe you have to talk to a person. It's this person, it's like a queen of swords, like very logical, very balanced, really care about the words that he says, or care about the words that others say to him or her. So it's also about working with another person who is like very logical, intellectual. Okay, I see that some of you are going to work with a person who is very logical and very intellectual, has a lot of idea. It's his or her mind is going to be very balanced, or he or she is going to give you some ideas. And this person can see you carrying a lot of some kind of disappointment from the past as well. Maybe you got a betrayal from the past, and then this person is going to tell you how to handle this betrayal, how to handle this disappointment, give you some kind of balanced thought forms, balanced ideas, and also you may feel like this person is very cool, like like a like he or she doesn't feel emotional, but then this person that you meet in September is quite emotional, but he or she keeps his emotions, or maybe keep that emotion within himself or herself. But at the beginning, when you first meet this person, you feel like, okay, this person is very cool-headed and like emotionless, but this person that you meet just keeps their emotion within, deep within. They have emotion. It just takes a bit of time for them to really bring out the emotion, to show you their emotions, because of the past trauma or past disappointment, betrayal that help them. They need to protect themselves, so they send out this kind of atmosphere. They have this kind of aura of like keeping themselves very cool, like cold-hearted, or like not able to reach, but then they are very emotional. They have the emotions because they would like to protect themselves, so they send out this aura. Another thing is that the willingness to cooperate. Okay, you need to really willing to have a vision in life, organize your life, and then work with these people, work with the people in your life. Okay, so